I got a new video. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle.
Hey girl.
I'm ready to go.
How you feeling?
Eurovision fan. Are you ready for the show? Oh my goodness, Eurovision fam. I feel like it's been so long. I've been on vacation, but I am so happy to be back with a video, and we're talking about all the rock entries at Eurovision 2023. Hey, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, I think you will like my channel. So please take this opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. Oh my goodness. You know, so I started doing this last year and I wouldn't even say I started doing it last year. I used to ask questions, but I started asking the questions and then sharing the results with y'all here on my YouTube channel last year. And yeah, you know, I have a little soft place in my heart for rock entries at the Eurovision Song Contest, mostly because I think for years at the Eurovision Song Contest, some people were just like, it's the Eurovision Pop Song Contest. And then they sort of like were not even appreciating all of like the genre diversity that we can and could have and should have at the Eurovision Song Contest. So with Måneskin winning recently, and I was so excited and I really wanted that rock win, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, we need to like keep the fire hot. We need to keep the genre alive at Eurovision. I'm just saying, that's just how I feel. So I was really excited to get into this particular poll and kind of ask Twitter what their favorite rock song at Eurovision 2023 was. Now, before I hop into the comments, I just have to say, the genre police are always out when we start talking about rock. Like, in a way that I don't think shows up with pop, in a way that doesn't show up with maybe something like R&B or soulful. It's like something about when we start talking about whether an entry is rock or not, the genre police go out in full force, you know, to let everyone know, like, no, that song's not rock. That song is this, you know. So I just will say the genre police were out here heavy. Okay, let me hop into some of these comments. Evangelos. I have tested all rock 2023 songs at my brother, and he's a seasoned metal music connoisseur. He finds it difficult to pick number one in comparison to Finnish hard rock Hallelujah that Greece voted for like crazy. Okay, that's an interesting note. So it means that maybe, you know, we've got some solid rock entries this year. Gospodin is saying Australia is the best. Well, we'll see in the poll. We'll see what happens. Oop. And then, okay, YouTuber DK, my top 3 this year of bands: Latvia, Australia, Slovenia. Safe to say it's a good year for bands. I mean, the bands are doing it this year. But I do think the ladies are still kind of dominating. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. I don't know. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to get into this. And so the way that we start this off is I talk about the countries that maybe got mentioned but didn't have enough points. And just so you remember, basically how the system works is one mention gets your name put on the board and then all the points after, like, subsequently. Also, I will say some people have a hard time picking one. I said pick one. If you had multiple things, your vote didn't count, because we got to make decisions here. If I expect Europe to come up with a winner for Eurovision 2023, you know, y'all can pick one. Come on. You're a pro. I'm hopeful. So, with only one mention, respectively, Ireland, Croatia, San Marino, and then I'm gonna put France, Spain, and Poland in the WTF category. Some of y'all were trolling, okay? Bella, okay? Some of y'all were trolling because Spain, Poland, and France are not rock songs, okay? They're not rock songs. Now, I don't like to be the genre police, but they don't count. And then, but of the countries that got mentioned, but really not a lot, Ireland, Croatia, and San Marino. I'm going to tell you, I was surprised that Croatia didn't get more points. Croatia's song is a solid punk performance. Punk is a subgenre of rock. So I was a little bit surprised. That Croatia didn't get a little bit more love in the mix, because, you know, it's one thing if we're talking about the song contest as a whole. But one thing I love about these polls is then it gives us an opportunity to, one, talk about our favorites, and then maybe give some shine to countries that maybe are not in your top 10, but you love it for what it's doing. So I was surprised. I was surprised that Croatia didn't get more love. Ireland, I wasn't really surprised, only because y'all have been playing Ireland, and it's not one of the favorites this year. It's not one of the favorites this year. Let me hop into the comments. So, Michael Law, it's true that the rock genre has a lot of gatekeepers. It does. And again, like some people, if you say something is rock, I know just even on the comments of this video, it's going to be like, if I mention, Lord of the Lost, they're going to be like, well, that's not rock. It's, death metal. Okay. Subgenre of rock. Okay. Like, y'all, come on now. We're just showing love. We're giving shine. So let's be, oh, and Evangelinos, is Ireland even barely in the rock realm? Ireland is in the rock realm. Okay. We've got a rhythm section. We've got a guitar. They're a rock band. Okay, y'all. But yeah, I was not, I guess, surprised to see Ireland low, but I thought they would get at least, a couple of points thrown their way. San Marino, I was not surprised, was here. As I've said before, I don't think it's a bad song. Like, I'm just worried for it at Eurovision. I just don't think, I don't think it's going to do anything. But moving on. So let's move to our, I guess if I did it, I really just did a top 3, but I guess I could do like a top 5. So in 5th position, it's Finland with a lowly, basically like 3 points. And I think it's because Finland is such a mashup of so many other genres that a lot of people aren't seeing it as a rock song. But I will say, from my perspective, if someone wanted to consider Finland rock, I would have been cool with letting them do that. I would have been fine with that. I think it's a little bit of pop. I think it's a little bit of hip hop. I think it's a little bit of rock. I think it's a whole mishmash of things. But I feel like what's more rock than that? What's more rock than that? Than playing with a whole bunch of genres and kind of putting it together and making it your own. So Finland here, a little bit low. But, Finland was one of your favorite male performers. So I guess I shouldn't be mad. We've given Finland some shine. Cha 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 is good. It's going to do very well at Eurovision. I think it's going to win the televote easily. So Finland, you're not in the top 3, but you got mentioned, which is more than some other countries can say. All right. Then next up in 4th position. Oh, and I guess let me pull up the video so you can see the tweet and some of your comments. All right. So Latvia is in 4th position with 18 votes. I was happy to see Latvia here. I think some people would say like, oh, but Latvia, isn't it a little bit indie? Again, genre police out here. I'm not genre police. Look, Latvia is a good song. Y'all, fandom, we really need to pick up the phone. We don't need to pick up the phone. I mean, we're talking semifinal 1. Portugal and Latvia, those are the countries we need to be picking up the phone for, okay? Everybody else will be fine, okay? Of our favorites, everyone else will be fine. Like, honestly, like if I was European, I wouldn't pick up my phone and vote for Finland, Norway, or Sweden. Why? I wouldn't do it because they're going to be fine. I'm telling you, they're going to be fine. The locals are going to eat it up. There will be enough people voting for them. I would be voting for my borderline people. The people that I want to see advance, and I really, really want to see Latvia advance. What can I say about the song that I haven't already said? I just think Sudden Lights are doing something really, really thoughtful. I think the song is forward thinking. To me, this is a song, even when people think about like, oh, what song could go viral on TikTok? To me, this is a really good song. Like, it's a really good song. I could just see this being like just a trending sound that people want to have on like photo montages. Like Snap, it didn't pop off because it was like a trending song and people were dancing to it. It just got added to like the right kind of montages of like videos, and people were like, oh, this is like inoffensive, it's catchy, it kind of fits what I'm doing for my vacation video, and I'm just gonna put it out there. And I feel like Latvia's song actually could have the potential to do something like that, and I just think there is something really universal about the track as a whole. Personally, I really, really like what Latvia is doing, and I wish them all the best. I really want to see them in the final. All right, We're moving on. Official. Okay. Our top three. Drum roll, please. All right. In third position, it's Germany, Lord of the Lost. Now, I will say this. After I scheduled this video and then promoted it, some other people did come in with votes for Germany, Lord of the Lost. But it would have still, even with those additional votes, it still would have been in third position. So after I did the final tally, they had 22 points. And so I would say, Vivze, Germany's so underrated? I don't think so. I don't think Germany's underrated this year at all. I think Germany's going to do really, really well. And I think if anything, Germany could really surprise a lot of folks. I think Lord of the Lost is going to bring us an amazing show. I think that they're already seasoned live performers. So I've got this comment here. Lord of the Lost was at Eurovision and Contest the best. They gave us a rock concert. I mean, they're going to do that on the stage at Eurovision. And that was another reason why I kind of didn't mind Germany sending Lord of the Lost, even though at that point we had gotten some other rock entries and we had our sort of battle of the bands assembled. I was like, what Lord of the Lost is doing is still going to stand out. It's still going to be unique, and they're going to deliver it on the stage with confidence and just polish. So I was happy to see Lord of the Lost here, Germany's Eurovision 2023 entry. You came top three. Be happy. Be grateful for that. That was solid. All right. Okay. So hold on real quick. Adriana, I still see Germany in the bottom five. I don't. But I think it might come down to running. I don't know. I think Germany's going to stage this well. Let me see. Georgios, Germany is such a good song, and some people know them here in Germany. Well, yeah, but obviously you can't vote for your own country. So, but I've heard that a lot of people in the metal community just in Europe are familiar with them. So I think they're going to do well. Tournée, the staging will be amazing for Germany. Yes, I am confident. I'm confident. But here, Antonio's given us a critique. Blood and Glitter is style over substance. The lyrics are repetitive and it's a trite message. It gets a pass because it's something we have wanted from Germany. Interesting. And I do agree with you. I do think that this is something we have been wanting Germany to send. And so honestly, I'm happy that they're sending it to us, y'all. I'm really, really happy they're sending it to us, y'all. Okay. So I'm putting up the scroll again. So, you might be looking over on the side and stuff, but here we go. Okay, in second place. Now the Genre Police were out here with this one, and I'm gonna tell you, the Genre Police out for this one. Some of y'all were a little bit delusional and wrong. I don't know. I'm saying it. No. With 29 points, it's Slovenia. Joker out. Carpe diem. Mi pomosello speciali. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm going to work on it a little bit more. I was on vacation, and honestly, I thought I was going to be laying on the beach just listening to Eurovision music, and I wasn't. I was going out. I was doing excursions and stuff. I was really my mind was on vacation, which is a very difficult thing for me to do. It was great, though. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. But no, Slovenia. Again, another song. What can I say about the song that I haven't already said? Look, when the song dropped, it was good. I thought it was classic. I thought it was great. I really think that Slovenia is going to do well. I think those guys are so charismatic. Some people were calling this out saying that it wasn't rock. Y'all, it's a rock song, okay? It's a rock song. I really do think that Slovenia is going to do really well. I feel like Slovenia is on the road to top 10 this year. I feel like they're on the road to top 10. But we will see. Slovenia's here again in one of these videos. Y'all are loving this song. Y'all are loving it. Slovenia keeps getting mentioned. So some people saying that the song might be forgettable or that it wouldn't qualify. It's not looking that way. And it looks great to me. All right, next up in first position. And I'm not going to lie. I was surprised. It's Australia. And the only reason why I was surprised was because of, how some people were acting after the song dropped. I felt like, it was the level of disappointment. And then I think people have gotten over that disappointment. And now they're at the table. They're at the table of Voyager. Because this song is really good. I don't skip it. I love it. I think it closing out semi 2 is going to be amazing. I wonder what the luck of the draw might end up being because let's be real, Australia is qualifying. Okay. Australia is qualifying this year. I was nervous a little bit, but I think I was nervous just mostly because it just seemed like nobody was like the song dropped and everyone was like, nope, not into it, not into it. And then I think we got a little bit PR smacked. I think the PR game was maybe a little bit flawed. We could have been tighter with our PR. We probably should have been tighter with the PR rollout and plan because I think, that hurt a little bit of the momentum. But I am glad to see that they shook all of that hate off, shook all of that maybe like let down of I thought it was going to be Dami and like let that go. We can get Dami, maybe next year. Because Australia's coming back, y'all. And Australia, I will say, 36 points. So they were solidly number 1 and decided as the best rock song at Eurovision 2023. Well, that was what Twitter said. What do you think? Drop down, talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with this ranking? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree? That's okay too. Drop down and talk to me in the comments below. Oh, I'm back. I'm excited. The road to Eurovision is paved with content, okay? Content. So please, if you haven't already, please like this video. Please subscribe because I have so much content coming for you. More interviews. We've got more of these polls to do. Yeah, more of this info to give you. We're going to go live. I got to give you my semifinal predictions. That's coming too. My semifinal predictions. It's going to be exciting. I'm ready to commit. My mind is clear. I am ready. So please keep it locked here. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.